We've gone from people who confronted a concrete world and analyzed that world primarily in terms of how much it would benefit them, to people who confront a very complex world. And it's a world where we've had to develop new mental habits, new habits of mind. And these include things like clothing that concrete world with classification, introducing abstractions that we try to make logically consistent, and also taking the hypothetical seriously, that is, wondering about what might have been rather than what is. We're resistant to classifying the concrete world. They wanted to break it up into little bits that they could use. He found that they were resistant to deducing the hypothetical, speculating about what might be. And he found finally that they didn't deal well with abstractions or using logic on those abstractions. How can we solve things that aren't real problems? None of these problems are real. How can we address them? Now, not only do we have much more education, and much of that education is scientific, and you can't do science without classifying the world. You can't do science without proposing hypotheses. You can't do science without making it logically consistent. And even down in grade school, things have changed. Classification, using logic on abstractions, taking the hypothetical seriously. How much difference do they make in the real world beyond the testing room? They would not take the hypothetical seriously. And without the hypothetical, it's very difficult to get moral argument off the ground. You have to say, imagine you were in Iran, and imagine that your relatives all suffered from collateral damage, even though they had done no wrong. How would you feel about that? And if someone of the older generation says, well, our government takes care of us, and it's up to their government to take care of them. We've gone from people who confronted a concrete. This person has rejected going beyond the concrete world and analyzing it through everyday experience. Moral debate has escalated because we take the hypothetical seriously. And we can only meet the terms of employment in the modern world by being cognitively far more flexible. But I don't want to end on a pessimistic note. The 20th century has shown enormous cognitive reserves in ordinary people that we have now realized. And the aristocracy was convinced that the average person couldn't make it. And let me give you a few illustrations.